Hey guys, GamerZach here, and welcome to my top 10 PC survival games to watch in 2017. Now, survival games put you in the midst of danger and aim to kill. It's up to you to make the best of the situation, learning from your environment and unfortunate mistakes, just to stay alive. Well, it's time to see what barely hospitable worlds 2017 has in store. First up, we've got Hurtworld by Bankroll Studios. Prepare to get hurt. Calling itself a hardcore multiplayer survival FPS, it promises that gameplay remains engaging even after establishing and securing your basic needs. Craft, build, mine, hunt, and farm in this procedurally generated world with Twitch-based PvP and a variety of weapons and vehicles. It's in early access and getting good reviews, so maybe this is one survival game that could rise to the top. Next we have Astroneer by System Era Softworks. When I first saw this, I thought it was Proven Lands renamed. Just so you know, here are two screenshots next to each other, and turns out they are different games by different people. Set in a 25th century gold rush, alter terrain, extract resources, trade, craft, and build on an alien world with up to 4 players. It's also in early access and looking like it could be what Proven Lands couldn't. Then we've got The Wild 8 by 8 Points. Choose from one of 8 characters to survive the frozen wilds where you need to eat, hunt, and keep warm in different weather conditions, upgrade your skill set, and expand your crafting recipe collection as you progress. Play with friends or random people online, which allows new tactics and techniques to help progress the story through quests and increase the odds of survival. It's a procedural world but promises to be filled with locales and secrets to flesh it out. It's looking like a more serious Don't Starve, and there's a free demo, so check it out if you're interested. Next up, we've got Impact Winter by Mojo Bones. In 30 days, help is coming. The world was hit by a devastating asteroid, sending it into a winter state. You try to lead your makeshift team to survival as a mysterious message promises rescue. Much like The Wild 8, it has the usual survival mechanics, crafting, resource management, and the like, but it also has RPG and adventure stuff like characters, story paths, and a definitive ending. Your choices and experiences provide rewards and can lower the rescue timer. It looks fun, but it's still pretty rough at the start of 2017, so we'll have to wait and see how it develops. And then we have Frostpunk by 11-Bit Studios. Another survival game set in a snowy world. Last one, I promise. This one's from the developers of This War of Mine. Not much has been seen so far, but it's set in a completely frozen world in a steampunk society. It's promising to question our morality and what we could become when trying to survive. Looks promising, but we'll need to watch the development of this one to see if it's as good as it needs to be. Next we have Pathologic by Icepick Lodge, a dark psychological first-person survival game which is kind of a remake. Spend 12 days in a diseased old settlement trying to discover the cure for the cast of fascinating characters. Deal with the town's unusual traditions, ruthless economy, and conflicting families as you try to keep yourself alive. It has been delayed, but it's now scheduled for autumn of 2017, and the original is on Steam if you'd like to check out what it's all about. They promise playing the original won't spoil the new one, so no worries there. Then we've got Saurian by Urvogel Games. Dinosaurs. Play as a dinosaur in a scientifically accurate environment based off of fossil evidence. Start as a hatchling of various dinosaur species, manage your stamina, hunger, and thirst, and utilize your dino's unique abilities to grow to adulthood and reproduce. They boast having actual paleontologists on the team, and everything from the leaves of plants to dino anatomy is as accurate as possible. Honestly, this is the kind of game I imagined when I was a kid in the 90s, and if it's as fun to play as it is scientifically accurate, I think we could have a good time with this one. Next up we have My Summer Car by Amistech Games. Alright, this is a weird one. It's a car owning, building, fixing, tuning, maintenance, and permadeath life survival simulator set in an everlasting 90s Finnish summer. The vehicle building is literally constructing them piece by piece from hundreds of parts, and they will function as you build them, though you also need to eat, drink, rest, and urinate while managing your money. The things you build could be death traps and you can die. There's also a lot of beer involved. Honestly, if there's any link you click on this one and check out the website. It's a masterpiece of the 90s. And then we've got Planet Nomads by Craneballs. At a glance, this looks like what No Man's Sky was meant to be. You crash land on an alien world where you manage basic survival needs, harvest minerals, construct buildings and vehicles, unravel mysteries, interact with wildlife, and eventually unlock interstellar travel. I would constrain any hype though, as first-person survival games set in space don't have the best reputation right now, though it looks promising and it'll be going into early access, so just watch it closely before spending any money. Finally, we have Conan Exiles by Funcom. Survive, build, and dominate. Set in the brutal lands of Conan the Barbarian, this is an open-world survival game where you have been exiled to the wasteland. Aside from the usual harvesting, crafting, and building, this game brings you monsters, sacrifices for god powers, and slavery as you play alone locally or in multiplayer on persistent or customized servers. Based on the videos, it looks epic, and the game is going into early access in February, so we'll be able to check it out before final release. Now, as a bunch of bonus games, here are some that are still in early access and they were expected to release in 2015 or 2016, but seem to be suffering from feature creep or slow development. I've also listed them in previous years, so beyond this you don't really need me to tell you to watch their developments. They are The Long Dark, Ark Survival Evolved, Stranded Deep, Subnautica, Empyrion, Galactic Survival, and We Happy Few. Also, ROKH is a survival game that's going into early access in 2017, but based on experience, I'm going to guess it won't get close to being done until 2018 at least. Now, most of these games should be releasing in 2017, but either way you should keep an eye on developments to see if these games will survive the trials of game dev or collapse under the pressure. And to wrap up, here's something I'd like to know. What actually makes a game a survival game for you? Does it need crafting? Does it need to be permadeath? Or is it as simple as having a hunger bar? Let me know. Alright, that wraps up my top 10 PC survival games to watch in 2017. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop me a like or share it with your friends. The support is always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.